And breaking tonight is that fire seen for miles, including behind the Capitol and the monuments on the National Mall. Right now, firefighters remain on the scene after a historic business, which has been a backdrop for political events and is known as a D.C. institution, has been destroyed by smoke and flames.
The fire broke out at Frager's Hardware. That's on Pennsylvania Avenue in Southeast, and the smoke was seen by many of you at home tonight. ABC 7 has live team coverage beginning with Robert Lyles. He is live on the scene. Robert?
Allison, Leon, as you just mentioned, iconic Frager's behind me is no more. Allow me to step out of the way, show you what is still quite a dramatic scene. It has taken 10,000 gallons of water per minute, 50 fire engines, 200 firefighters, and more than 4.5 hours to get this fire under control. Under control just happened in the last 30 minutes. ABC 7 has spoken with the co-owner of Frager's, who tells us he raced into those flames to try and save the store and his employees.
I'm devastated. We've been in business since 1920. I've owned the store since 75.
In 38 years as Frager's co-owner, John Weintraub thought he'd seen it all until 6:30 this afternoon when someone screamed, "Fire."
One of our customers did, alerted the cashier, and she started yelling.
He and an employee ran to an outdoor lumber yard.
Smelled smoke, got a fire extinguisher, and when I tried to get out there, on the area on 11th Street, it was just flames were shooting up the side of the building. Opened the door to the receiving area and lights were out and it was pitch black and smoke, so we tried to attack it from the other way, and the thing has been going on for the last 3 hours.
Which has everyone, Weintraub included, wondering, could this be arson?
I have no idea. No idea. I can't believe there's nothing totally combustible out there. It is wood and things, but nothing that should start burning right away.
And there is more. The 4.5 hour fire choked the skies over Capitol Hill with thick black smoke, and that smoke has residents here worried that it contains toxins from burning hardware store chemicals. Now, officials are advising residents of Capitol Hill, Lincoln Park, and Hill East to remain inside at this hour. They say run your ACs, stay out of this condition. They have brought the National Guard and the hazmat team. Monitors have been set up around this area to monitor the air quality, to get some kind of sense of what has happened here. Also, as an update, we're told that 2 firefighters sustained injuries. They were taken away to hospitals. We are told they will survive those injuries as well. Despite all of the damage and devastation we see here at this hour, firefighters are telling us it seems that all of the employees made it out of the store. They are going back inside at this moment. They say part of the mop-up will also be to look at every nook and cranny to determine that no one else was left inside that building. Live on Capitol Hill, I'm Robert Lyles, ABC 7 News.
Okay, Robert, thank you for that good information tonight. Now, another key element of this breaking story, the historic significance of a business that some even called the Cheers of hardware stores, of course referencing the 1980s hit comedy series. Former President George W. Bush hosted an event on the economy at Frager's. That was back in 2006. D.C. Bureau Chief Sam Ford has covered numerous stories at Frager's and New at 11. He is live with more on this angle of the story. Sam?
If you live on Capitol Hill and own a house, and maybe if you don't, Frager's Hardware has been a part of your life, and a good deal of the community was out here on the streets and sidewalks around the store today, stunned by what they saw. For residents of Capitol Hill and other neighborhoods, Frager's was more than just a hardware store. Since 1920, it has become a neighborhood institution, and the crowds came out to look and to lament.
You just go and get your Christmas trees or get your paint or keys made, or Frager just had everything. And it's really sad that it's like just burning right before my eyes.
When we moved here, our house was the house that needed everything, and Frager's had it all.
A big snowstorm would blow into Washington and crowds would make their way to Frager's Hardware that always seemed to have everything. The Speaker of the House could be spotted there. Former President George W. Bush once came. And Frager's was the friendly store that gave many neighborhood kids their first job.
It's the only hardwood store here. And everybody, you know, my daughter worked there when she was 16.
One of the owners, Ed Copenhagen, said his biggest concern now is for the many loyal employees.
We got to make sure that they understand we're not going to abandon them. We're going to try to call everybody that works for us and try to reassure them that we're not disappearing. Take care of the people first.
Ed went home, saying there was nothing he could do but watch it burn, and that was too painful. Ed Copenhagen said after the fire is out and they can assess the damage that his plan is to rebuild Frager's and to reopen it. And certainly a lot of the residents of this community are hoping that is what happens. Reporting live from Southeast Washington, Sam Ford, ABC 7 News.
All right.